Hey, what's up guys? Spencer Rhodes here. So this video is kind of different from a lot of the videos I usually make. It's about feminism and some of my thoughts on women and how things need to change. And this is something that I've been thinking about a lot, especially in the past 12 months. I've changed a little bit as a person. I've been a feminist for years, but I've become a much bigger feminist in these past 12 months. It's kind of hard to explain. It's kind of embarrassing, but basically, I don't know. I'm 26. I'm almost 27, and I feel like I've grown. I've made a lot of mistakes in these past 12 months, but there's also been some things about me that have changed. I feel like I've moved forward in some ways. Mentally, I've changed in some ways. Mentally, my mind has sort of opened up to some things, and maybe even some things that I've sort of kept bottled in, or psychologically kept in the very back of my head, or just sort of kept locked away for years and years and years, maybe even decades. It's starting to come out and starting to come forward, and basically, I'm a strong believer in equality and men and women being equal. I'm a strong supporter of women's rights, and I have to say I'm not at all happy with how women have had it. They still have it really bad. They still have it way more bad than they should have it right now. Right now, in the 21st century, in 2021, women still have it way worse than men, just in almost every department. They just have it so much worse. They have so many struggles, and a lot of women have been, coming forward and expressing themselves and expressing how things need to change for women and things need to get better for women. And it seems like a lot of guys, a lot of men, I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. It's just they're not paying attention, or they don't care, or they don't give a shit, or they're against it. Maybe they're just being assholes and they don't want men and women to be equal. They don't want, society to improve and to change. And I know it's not like, the 1940s or the 1950s or the 1960s. I know it's better for women than it used to be. I mean, definitely better than it used to be. But I feel like we as a society have just stopped dead in our tracks, and we're just like, well, women can vote and they can pick their husband and sort of get jobs and sort of, be safe on the streets and stuff like that. They sort of have it okay. So let's just stop dead in our tracks and not worry about it anymore. Women are good. Women have it just fine. We need to just stop dead in our tracks and stop trying to progress as a society, because I feel like that's our problem. We as a society need to improve. Men, guys, boys, men, really men, because at least boys are like, children and stuff, but a lot of men really need to change. A lot of men really need to change the way they treat women, the way they look at women, the way they think about women, what women represent to them. They need to change. Society needs to change. We need to treat women better. We need to treat women more equal, and we need to try harder to understand them. Because if women were in our situation where they had it better than us, and we were in their situation where we're having all these problems and all these struggles and all these complicated, situations, and all this sexism and just all the problems that women have, guys hurting them, guys putting their hands on them, guys telling them to smile, guys treating them like crap, guys treating them like objects, like the problems that women have. Like, if we were in women's situation and women were in our situation, I firmly believe women would be helping us. Women would be helping us, get better. Like, they would not get better, but they would help us, get the rights and the safety and the treatment and and the respect and the equality that we deserve. They would help us. Women would help us if we were struggling. If men were struggling, I believe that women would help men. But I feel like right now, women are struggling a lot. Women have a billion problems. Women have it way worse than men. They still have it way worse than men. I'm sorry, but they do. They still have it way worse than men. And men just aren't doing very much. Yeah, there's the occasional one or two good guys out there. There's the occasional, really strong feminist guys that really fight for women and really fight for women's rights. But it seems like a lot of the times men just don't care, or they're just insensitive, or they're just confused, or they're just being stupid or ignorant or assholes, or some are assholes, some are ignorant, some are clueless, some don't care, some aren't paying attention, some don't know how to help women even if they want to. So I think we need to improve. Men in society need to improve. We need to improve the way we treat women, the way we look at women, the things about women that we know about. We need to improve that. Maybe our schools need to have more education available for boys about women, because that's one problem I had, was that when I was younger, I always wanted to know more about women. I always wanted to know more about I wanted a girlfriend and stuff, but I really was curious. I really wanted to know a lot about women. I wanted to know about a woman's body and everything, and a guy's body seems kind of basic, but I always wanted to know more and more about a woman's body. I wanted to know more about women in general and their problems and stuff like that, and women's struggles. But yeah, I wanted to know a lot about women's bodies, and I know that sounds kind of weird, but what's wrong with that? What's wrong with being a young guy and wanting to know about women's bodies? What's wrong with that? But I did research on the internet, and it just seemed like it was hard to find any information about women's bodies and stuff like that. And I was surrounded, in high school, I was surrounded by people that were dating. In college, I was surrounded by people that were dating, people that were dating, people that were dating. And I didn't go on my first date until I was 24. I was attracted to girls at an extremely, extremely young age, but I didn't start dating until I was 24. So, I saw all the people that were dating in high school and dating in college, and between that and the fact that I wanted to know things. I wanted to know about how a woman's body works. I wanted to know more about women, and not just about their bodies, but just women in general, and equality and their struggles. And it just seemed like it was hard to find information. It was hard to find information that I was looking for. And with a woman's body, a lot of guys, for some reason, they don't want to talk about a woman's body. A woman's body makes them uncomfortable. They'll spend all day telling you, "Oh, we're straight. Oh, we're stupid. We're super straight. We're super heterosexual. We're manly, manly, manly. Masculine, 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 masculine." Oh, they'll spend all day telling you about how they're manly and they're masculine, but a woman's body makes them uncomfortable. A woman's body makes them uncomfortable. Oh, we don't want to talk about a woman's body. Oh, that's horrible. That's disgusting. If I had a penny for every guy that said something along those lines, "Oh, I don't want to talk about women's bodies. I want to talk about men's bodies. I want to talk about dicks all day." It's kind of strange, in my opinion. You're telling the whole world about how you're a heterosexual, but you don't want to talk about women's bodies. You want to talk about dicks or something. Like, women's bodies make you uncomfortable. I just think that's stupid, and I think it's pathetic, and I think it's weak, and I think guys need to get over themselves. Women's bodies should not be considered gross. They should not be considered any more gross than a man's body. A woman's body should not be considered any more gross than a man's body, at all. So just when I was younger, I felt like I was just, there was information I wanted to know. There were things I wanted to know, and I was just being left out. I was uninformed. There were things I wanted to be informed about, but I was uninformed. And I feel like just now, at the age of almost 27, I'm finally starting to learn more about women. I'm learning more about women's bodies and their struggles and everything. And I really feel like, you guys need to change. Men need to change in a lot of ways. And this is not going to be the only video I make about feminism and women. I'm going to cover other topics. There's a lot of struggles that women have. There's two main topics I'm trying to cover in this video, but there's a lot of struggles that women have. A lot of struggles. A lot of problems. A lot of problems that they face. A lot of things that need to improve. A lot of things that need to change. And it seems like there's a lot of women that are coming together and trying to take a stand and fight for women and men being more equal and women having it better. But I don't see a lot of men that are stepping up and trying to fight for women, trying to help women. I mean, maybe I'm just not seeing them. Maybe I'm just missing them. Maybe I need to do more research. It just seems like a lot of men don't care. They don't give a shit. They're not even remotely thinking about it. They're not taking a moment to stop and say to themselves, should women get more equality? Should we treat women better? Should we as a society encourage men to treat women better than they're treating them? Like, they're not having these thoughts. It just seems like most men don't care. For some reason, they don't care. They don't give a shit. And I'm trying to encourage men to, and boys and guys, and women too, or whatever, but mostly men. Like, I'm trying to encourage them to change, evolve. I mean, we as a society need to evolve, because overall as a society, men treat women like crap. I'm sorry, but men treat women like crap. They treat women like crap. And like I said, I'm covering two topics in this video. But the first topic is women's bodies. As I was mentioning before, a woman's body is not more gross than a man's body. And I feel like a lot of people, they get super uncomfortable about it. They get super uncomfortable. A lot of guys get super uncomfortable. They're so manly. They're so manly. Look at me. I'm so manly. I'm so masculine. But, oh, don't you dare talk about a woman's body. Oh, that'll make me throw up. Ugh. And it's just like, that's manly. That's manly. That is what you consider manly. Okay. Guys get grossed out way too easily about women and the struggles that women have, and the things that women have to do to manage their bodies. And I think that needs to change. I mean, I can't force it to change. I can't force guys to change. I mean, obviously I can't, but I think it needs to change. It needs to change badly. I mean, it's ridiculous how grossed out and how ignorant and uninformed guys get about women's bodies. I mean, men should try to understand women's bodies and seek information and seek knowledge and learn things and know about the struggles they have with their bodies and the things that their bodies have to do and everything. There's nothing gross about it. There's nothing wrong with it. Everything about a woman's body is natural. And that's the general theme of this video, divided into two topics. But everything about women's bodies are natural. I'm a Christian. I believe in God. So I believe that, the things that women's bodies have, they're natural, God-given things. I mean, women are awesome. Yeah, there's some bitches. There's some bitches. There's some hardcore bitches. But overall, women are awesome. Overall, women are stronger than guys. You might think that, guys are stronger than women because our body structure is stronger and there's more muscles. And it's like, okay, that one thing is true. But when I'm talking about the word stronger, I'm not saying muscles. I mean, women's bodies go through hell, at least a week out of every 4 weeks for however many decades of their life. They bleed and their body goes through hell a quarter of every month. I've never met a guy that I believed could handle a thing like that. I've never once in my life believed a man that could handle something like that. They spend hours doing makeup, hours doing their hair, picking out clothes, dresses and stuff. I mean, some women don't. I mean, some women do, some women don't. But, I mean, since when does a guy get up in the morning and spend hours working on themselves? I mean, best case scenario, we make ourselves look somewhat nice, and we make our hair look nice, and we wear, like, a tuxedo. And how long does that take? Less than an hour? I mean, women will spend hours working on the way they look every day. And instead of, showing them appreciation or support or admiring them and telling them, wow, you worked really hard on yourself. Some guys will ignore them or just be like, oh, you're hot, I want to grab your ass, and objectify them and crap like that. And there's a bunch of things that men do that women put up with, because women are taught to pretty much be the strong gender. Women are taught as children to be the strong gender because they are the strong gender. They're, in general, they are so much stronger than men. So much stronger than men. And I mean, women have to deal with sexual harassment. They have to deal with having a harder time getting jobs. They have to deal with guys trying to put their hands on them. Guys flirting with them when they don't want them to flirt with them. Them having a few drinks, or having a drink, but the drink gets spiked by someone. They have to be careful about everything they do. They have to be careful about everything they do. They have to wax. They have to shave their bodies. Society tells guys that you can eat the things you want to eat, but women can't just eat the things they want to eat. Women have to put up with that stuff. Those stigmas, and the part where they have to push a baby out of their bodies, or get a C-section or whatever. And if they get pregnant, or they choose to have the baby, they have to go through hell. They have to go through hell. Childbirth is hell for a woman. They have to go through hell. They have to go through absolute hell. Guys don't have to deal with that. So yeah, overall, women are a lot stronger than guys. And guys get easily grossed out about women's bodies, but I think that's a bunch of crap. I think that's stupid. I think that is absolutely stupid. Everything about a woman's body is completely natural. I think women's bodies are beautiful. I think they're natural and they're beautiful, and God made them beautiful. And I feel like there's like a million things going on with a woman's body, and I think that's beautiful, and that's worth learning about, not being grossed out, but learning about. And when a guy gets a girlfriend, don't you want to know what's going on with her half the time? Don't you want to know, what's going on with her body, her mood swings, when her cycle starts? Because you should support her. You should be there for her. A lot of guys, they don't know anything when they get a girlfriend. They don't know anything about, their girlfriend being on her period, or, their girlfriend's body doing this or doing that, and the mood swings and this and that. And they act like they don't care. Like they don't want to learn. How can you be the best man you can possibly be to her if you don't want to learn anything about her body and her struggles? If you just want to be some stupid, ignorant guy that's not sensitive to her and doesn't care. If your girlfriend is on her period or whatever, be nice to her. Go out and buy her some chocolate. Treat her well. Give her a hug. That's a week out of every month for years and years and years and years of her life where she is going through hell. Her body is going through hell, and she's not even having a baby. Her body's just going through hell in another way. Their body goes through hell. Their bodies go through hell in many different ways, many different times. And guys need to respect that and appreciate that and be willing to learn about it. And be willing to, if you have a girlfriend, you need to be willing to be there for her. If she's on her period, it might be a good idea to, go out and get her some ice cream, or feed her some soup, or, turn on her favorite movie. And, don't announce it. Don't make a big deal out of it. Just do it. Do things that'll make her happy. Do things that'll make her feel better. Because I promise you, she probably wants to feel better. And she'll probably feel better if she knows that you care. That you know what's going on, and that you're not, going to shy away from it or run away from it or be grossed out or be stupid about it, and that you actually care. You actually care about her. You care about her struggles. You want to be there for her. You want to be supportive. Even if you're not doing the best job, just her knowing that you're trying to would probably mean everything to her. So, stop being grossed out by women's bodies. You want to be so manly. You want to be so masculine. How about learning about women's bodies. And then when you get a girlfriend, you'll have some clue of what's going on half the time. Or not even your girlfriend, like your friend or your daughter or your baby sister or I don't know, your mom or whatever, or your coworkers, if they're on their period or whatever, you can, be nice to them and be helpful and be supportive and be there for them and, go out and buy them cookies or something, and that's just one example. That's just one thing that, their body is going through. But I don't think anything about a woman's body is disgusting. The stages their body goes through, and when this is happening, the stages they go through when they're on their period, when they're pregnant, when they ovulate. I don't think any of it is gross, and I don't think any of it should be seen as gross. I don't think any of it should be seen as disgusting. I think we really need to be more open to, learning information about women's bodies. Because like I said, when I was younger, I was the guy that wanted to know more about women's bodies. I wanted to know more. I wanted to know more things, and I felt like there was no information out there. Not on the internet, not in real life. It was hard to find information. And then I was surrounded by all these guys that were dating a girl, having sex, but, everything made them uncomfortable. And, they probably shouldn't talk about that stuff, like their sex life and whatever, but it would make them uncomfortable. Like women's bodies make them uncomfortable. So I just felt like there was no way for me to learn anything. I was just like left out and uninformed about everything. And I don't want the next generation of boys to be stuck with that. I want there to be I want the information about women's bodies to be available. I was on Facebook the other day, and a woman told me that men's bodies have been studied for hundreds and hundreds of years, but women's bodies have only been studied for the last few decades, and loosely studied. There's like misinformation. Why is it men's bodies are treated so differently from women's bodies? I think that's so stupid. They're equal. They're both natural. They're both made by God, and they're both natural and equal. And we need to act like it. We need to, be open to learning more about women's bodies and not see it as gross and not make them feel bad for being women. Don't make women feel bad for being women. That's terrible. And a lot of people, they want to say the word pussy, but they don't want to say the word vagina. And I think that's really stupid. I was almost traumatized. I was traumatized. There were 3-4 instances in my life when I was younger where I was talking to guys, and I just casually said the word vagina. Just casually. I'm not saying I said like paragraphs of, oh, I did this and this, or oh, she did this and this, or oh, her body this and this. No, I just casually mentioned the word vagina, just like in a casual sentence. And these guys, they just blew up at me. They just blew up at me, just went crazy at me. Like, I ruined their week. I ruined their month because I said the word vagina. That's ridiculous. Like, guys were saying, oh my God, that's so disgusting. I can't believe you said that word. Oh my God. I have to take a shower now. Oh my God, Spencer. I can't believe you said that word, Spencer. I hate you, Spencer. And it's just like, that's so stupid. That is so stupid. Vagina is an important word. It should be a word that everyone should be allowed to say, that everyone should be comfortable saying it, man and woman, guy and girl, boy and girl. Think about it. Girls have to know that word. They pretty much have to know that word. Women have to know that word. I feel like boys and guys should have to know that word. They should accept that word. The word vagina is an important word. It's a very important word. It's an extremely important word, and we need to integrate that word into society better and not treat it like a taboo. We should be able to say vagina instead of pussy. You want to say pussy, fine, but we should also be able to say the word vagina and not worry about a grown-ass man going out for our neck. That's just stupid. It's stupid. I think if you're a guy, if you're a grown-ass man, and the word vagina makes you angry, or it makes you freak out, or it makes you uncomfortable, or it makes you just want to blow up and explode, get over yourself. Get over yourself. Take that stick that's stuck up your butt and yank that stick out, because I am sick and tired of everyone, grown men, grown-ass men, freaking out over a word that is hugely important to women as a whole. It's an important word. We should be able to say it and be comfortable about it. End of. Period. So that's basically it for subject 1 about women's bodies. Now, for subject 2, another thing that society has been doing for decades and decades, and possibly even centuries, that I am just fed up with, I am sick of. I am sick of men doing this. I am sick of society doing this. I am sick of these rules in society and what society as a whole is trying to tell everyone. It's trying to tell women. And that's this whole stigma, this stupid crap about how women need to be 100 pounds. Like, you know, if you're a woman and you want to be great, you need to have that Barbie doll body. You need to be 100 pounds. That's a bunch of crap. It's a bunch of crap. In reality, there are very few women past the age of 13, 14, 15 that are supposed to have a 100-pound body. They're not meant to have a 100-pound body. I'm sure there's some women out there, they're 20, 25, they eat some cheeseburgers. They're just little itty bitty. They just can't help it. They're itty bitty and there's nothing they can do about it. But 99% of the time, once you're a woman and you're past the age of 13, 14, you're really not supposed to be 90, 100 pounds. You're not supposed to. There might be, girls, women around you that make you feel like you should. There might be girls, women around you. I'm sure there are girls and women around you that do look 100 pounds, that do look 90 pounds. That they're trying to have this unrealistic supermodel Barbie doll body. And that might pressure you into making you feel like you need to starve yourself, or you need to do drugs, or smoke cigarettes, or, fast, do fasting, or, this and that. And just, not eat, enough food like a normal woman, and starve yourself, to impress guys or to impress girls, and to impress society, to make yourself feel like you're good enough, to make yourself feel like you're worth it. Don't listen to that crap. Don't listen to those girls. Don't listen to the guys. Definitely don't listen to the guys that want that. Guys that really want, they want to marry a woman that's 90 pounds, that's 100 pounds. They're assholes. They're shallow and they're assholes. I mean, a woman can be really pretty and she can be, 150 pounds. I mean, her face is still going to be really pretty. Her body is going to be really pretty. I mean, she's going to have these, these curves and these, voluptuous, curves and shapes and stuff. That's pretty. A real man would think that's pretty. A real man would value that. All these guys that are like, oh, I want to marry a woman that looks like a Barbie doll. They're assholes. Just ignore them. Girls and women or people or whatever, your parents, whatever, your friends, whatever, that make you feel like you need to be 90 pounds, you need to be 100 pounds, you need to have that Barbie doll looking body. Don't listen to them. You're beautiful and natural without starving yourself. Have a natural body. You're not meant to be 90 pounds. You're not meant to be 100 pounds. 120, 130, 140. That's more normal. That's more in the normal range for a woman's body. That's more than the natural, God-given, woman's body. That's the way a woman's body is supposed to look. And we as a society, we really need to change the way that we are encouraging women to starve themselves and to be 90 pounds and to be 100 pounds. It's not normal. It's not natural. And it's really gross and disgusting that we're encouraging that. We need to stop. We need to stop badly. We really need to stop that. We really need to work on that. Women should not feel pressured into starving themselves into having 90 pound, 100 pound Barbie, 100 pound bodies. That Barbie doll crap, it's not meant to be. It's unrealistic. It's an unrealistic expectation, and we have to accept that. We have to. I honestly think that a woman should be, 150 pounds, and she should be able to be in a movie. She should be able to be a movie star. Women should be able to eat, 3 meals a day. They should be able to eat like a normal woman. Be your natural self. Have your natural God-given body. If you're 140 pounds, whatever, you're beautiful. The curves that go down you are beautiful. The stretch marks are beautiful. It's all natural. It's all meant to be. It's all from God. It's all meant to be. It's not gross. It's not disgusting. You're not overweight. You're beautiful. You look the way you are supposed to look. This 90-pound crap, just ignore it. Guys that want that, forget about them. They're not good enough for you. Girls that want you to look like that, don't be friends with them. They're not good enough for you. Find people that accept you for you and think you are beautiful with the body that you have. Don't starve yourself. Don't force yourself to be 90 pounds. Don't force yourself to be 100 pounds just because society is telling you to. Society is wrong. It's wrong. And society is the one that needs to change. Not women, society. Men need to change. We need to stop encouraging women to look like that so much. It's hateful, and it's disgusting, and it's selfish. We're encouraging women to torture themselves so they can look a certain way, and then eventually they're going to be middle-aged anyway. I mean, who's going to care at that point, Like, women should just be natural and look the way they naturally look, and eat like normal women, eat like normal people. Don't starve yourself. Don't force yourself to look a certain way that you're not supposed to look. Don't force your body to be thinner than it's naturally supposed to be. Eat like a normal woman. You want to take care of yourself, eat vegetables, go take a walk outside. I'm not saying don't do those things. I'm just saying, don't hurt yourself trying to look like something that you're not meant to look like. Don't hurt yourself trying to look like a Barbie doll. Women are not meant to look like Barbie dolls. Girls can be skinny when they're 13, and that's about it. After that, their body changes, and they start gaining weight. And one of those reasons is because their body is getting ready. And not every woman has a baby, but I mean, obviously not. But a woman's body is trying to change and prepare itself to bear children. Why is a woman not naturally supposed to be 100 pounds? Because her body is supposed to change and evolve and transform so that it can bear children. It's getting ready to be prepared to bear children. They might not get pregnant, but their body is getting prepared for that to possibly happen. That's why they change. That's why they're not supposed to be 90 pounds. That's why they're not meant to be 90 pounds. That's why they're not meant to be a Barbie doll. People, men, society, women, girls, boys, I don't care. Get that through your heads. Grown women, 99% of the time, are not meant to be 90 pounds. Grown women, 99% of the time, are not meant to look like that. Get that through your head. Get it through your head. Get it through your head. I mean, there are women that starve themselves and they force themselves to be 90 pounds, and then they get pregnant and they try to have a baby, and they find out that they can't have a baby, or they can't give natural childbirth. They can't push it out of their stomach because they don't have enough muscles in the lower half of their body. Their legs and their stomach, there's not enough muscles to push the baby out of their body. They can't give natural childbirth because they were too busy starving themselves. So they have to get a C-section. Well, guess what? You spent all those years starving yourself, torturing your own body, trying to make your body look a certain way. Well, now you have this big scar on your stomach. So, if you go swimming, you're going to have a big scar on your stomach. So all that torture you put yourself through was for nothing. Women do not need to be 90 pounds. They're not supposed to be 90 pounds. Grown women are not supposed to be 90 pounds. They're not supposed to be 100 pounds. And they look beautiful the way they are. They look sexy the way they are. 120, 130, 140, 150, 160. They look beautiful and sexy and attractive the way they are. The way they naturally look. The way they naturally look. You're beautiful and sexy and attractive the way you naturally look. Don't force yourself to be 90 pounds or 100 pounds. Ignore society. Ignore that guy that you like that wants you to look that way. Ignore those girls you like that want you to look that way. Ignore them. Ignore society. Eat every day. Eat 3 meals a day. Be a normal woman. Have a normal, natural, God-given body. You are beautiful, sexy, and attractive the way you are, the way you naturally are. Don't force yourself to look anything otherwise, no matter what society tells you. Anyway, that's all I have for this video. Sorry if it's a sloppy one. I haven't made a video like this in a while. I haven't made a live action type video like this where I'm standing in front of the camera. I'm aware that it's going to probably be sloppy. I've been making videos lately, but it's been a lot of videos where it's just photos and stuff, and my voice is in the background. It's been a while since I've made a video where I was standing in front of the camera like this. It's been a while since I've done that, so it might be sloppy. I apologize for that. I will try to improve and be more professional, moving forward, because I'm not done trying to help women. I'm not done with feminism. I'm not done trying to make a difference. I'm not done trying to improve sexual equality and improve things for women. I am nowhere near done. I'm probably going to spend the rest of my life trying to make a difference for women, because I really truly care about women as a whole. Can't speak for other guys. Definitely can't speak for other guys, but I personally care about women, even if they're not my girlfriend, even if I'm not marrying them. I care about them anyway. I want what's best for women as a whole. And I encourage other men to be the same way, and try to make a difference. Make your voice heard. Let's take a stand and let's improve equality for women. Let's improve things for women. But that's pretty much all I have for this video. If you would like to subscribe, feel free to. I'm at 943 subscribers. I'd love to get to 1,000 soon. Would love to get to a few thousand soon, but I'm not trying to really promote myself right now. I'm mostly focused on helping women. I would like to say, if you do like this video, can you please share it? Share it with anyone you can possibly share it with. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter. Whatever you're on, share it with your friends, share it with your family. Let's try to get this video, a few thousand views. Let's try to get, I want to be heard. It's not for me, it's for women. I want to be heard, for women to make a difference. So let's please try to spread this video around, and please try to get some views, get some people watching this, and let's try to make a difference. Let's try to change society a little bit and improve feminism and improve things for women. Anyway, I'm Spencer Rhodes, and I will see you guys later. Bye.